Time now to go around the Big East as we take a look and look ahead just a little bit to the conference tournament happening down in Madison Square Garden in a couple weeks. One of the most a question that comes up year after year this time around: how many teams will the Big East get into the tournament? Will they get 8?
I think they're going to get 7, David. And, I'm going to just take a look here. Louisville has some bad losses to Western Carolina. Marquette lost to DePaul. It's just bad losses. They haven't done enough for me. Louisville beat Syracuse, but then what? They're going to get 7, and that's because UConn has played well. And I'll give you someone from like a Notre Dame or a Cincinnati that might get that other spot.
Well, Ravi, you're right, they have some bad losses, but those quality wins are really nice to see on the record as well. And I think the team that can bring it to 8 is Notre Dame. They just had a big win over Pitt without their star Luke Herringody, and if they're getting him back and they keep playing the way they're going to play, they can get into the Big East tournament, do some real damage. We saw last year with Syracuse how much that impresses voters to put them into the tournament. So that could be the team to get 8 for the Big East.
Just like Syracuse in 2006 needed that miracle run in the Big East tournament, what team do you see as a potential dark horse that with a good tournament run can get into the NCAA tournament?
Well, my team is the USF Bulls, and there's one reason: Dominique Jones. He's the only player in the Big East that can outscore a team almost single-handedly. And if he gets hot going to the tournament, he can do just that. We saw with Jerry McNamara a few years ago for Syracuse, getting hot and leading his team to a championship almost by himself. Dominique Jones has the capability to do that. Is he consistent? No. But if he gets hot, just like you said earlier in the show, Ravi, he can make USF that contender.
And Big East dark horses, I live by 3 things. What have you done for me lately?
I've done a lot for you lately, Ravi.
Exactly. So they've won 3 games against top 10 teams, 2 of them on the road. That's important. Second, you have a Hall of Fame coach. And third, you have players that can jump out of the gym. And that's what Stanley Robinson can do. And that's why this team is my Big East dark horse. That is the UConn Huskies.
So Robbie's got UConn. Josh, you have USF. Are one of these teams the most overrated in the Big East?
Yeah, you know what? Who's overrated? Georgetown. I don't even know which Georgetown I'm going to get. You get the super Georgetown, and then you get the Georgetown, and then you're like, how'd you lose that game? You lost to Rutgers on the road, and then you lost to South Florida at home. It's just random. You beat Villanova, you beat Duke. Which Georgetown am I getting? Come on, show up. I want to see.
You're right, Ravi, and it's not so much the bad losses that I'm worried about. My team's West Virginia. I'm worried about for the tournament. Their 3 best players basically play the same position, and their point guard has less assists than their starting small forward with no point guard play and the same type of skill sets. They're not going to go very far in the tournament, and that's why I think they're overrated.